DJ Ferris.
The Chicago, nigga.
It's the real one.
Hit me.
Only one is pulling shit the fuck up.
That's a good sports talk.
Hey, of course y'all hear me talk about stuff on First Take because you use everything I say.
Daniel Jones is not the problem. He's not Mahomes or Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, obviously, right, of course. But he can be a serviceable guy for a lot of years, right? Win a lot of games. Here's my problem, Key. You draft 6 overall. They're serviceable guys floating around every year. Fitzpatrick or Teddy Bridgewater or Nick Foles. You can have one of those dudes every year. Every other year, a guy like that comes up, serviceable, good. You can win with them, all that kind of stuff. We got to draft 6th overall and then wait years for a dude to be serviceable? What's Daniel Jones's upside in your?
He don't have upside. It's all about how the coaching staff develop him, how the organization, what they put around him to help him grow, help him fix the little mistakes that he make on the field, like trying to force the football there, try to do extra things. If he learned how to just throw the football away and then live another day, he'd be just fine. But he trying to make too many plays when it ain't there. If he learned how to protect the football a lot more and cut down the turnovers, he'd be a good quarterback. That's what's hurting him. That's what's stopping him to grow. It is the little things that he have to fix.
Opinion.
He's a potential Super Bowl type quarterback. But when you say, when you say serviceable, at 6. So what if you wasn't taking a guy at 6 and you took him in the 3rd round? What you think that might look like at quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
What if you did take a guy at 6 and you said, I'm gonna take a quarterback in the 3rd round? What do you think that 3rd round quarterback looks like?
It depends who's there.
I
think you could have probably gotten Daniel Jones in the 2nd round.
What do you think a 3rd round quarterback looks like? You think they all look like Russell Wilson, huh?
No, I see what you're saying. It's more likely that you get a good quarterback in the upper parts of the draft than as you move down. That is true.
Yes, that is
for
true.
every Russell Wilson, there are a bunch of guys who didn't pan out.
You just said it more complicated than I did. I just gave you a simple way of explaining it. If you take a guy at the 6th pick, he's going to be cool. If you take a guy in the 3rd round, man, that dude going to be holding clipboards for the next 10 years.
Yeah, but my point is, how long is it going to take for Daniel Jones last night overthrew everybody. He's not consistently.
He only been in the league for 2 years. You act like he been in the league for 4 or 5 years and still doing the same thing. You already is going to give up on a year 2 guy? By his 3rd year, that's when you should determine certain things of what you want to do with him moving forward. In a bit 2 years. They did have to develop him and help him grow. Put more around him to help him.
Yeah, he didn't
also tried to play the hero and turn the ball over.
He had a couple bad throws, a couple interceptions, and a couple bad throws. I don't mind, me personally. I'm a belief that you got to get players around guys for them to be successful. Because
I agree.
You don't have players around guys, they're not going to be successful.
There's a chance.
He ain't lying about that. You have to put the right guys around your quarterback. Because if you don't have enough around your quarterback, he used to be another guy that's a bust. Another guy that is going to help your team. It's not the quarterback's fault. It's the organization's fault. And then you have to surround him to help him. Look what the Jets doing to Sam Darnold. They're already looking forward for Trevor Lawrence. They ain't do nothing but do the same thing with Trevor Lawrence. Y'all gonna mess him up because y'all already ain't surround Sam Darnold with no type of wide receiver core. Y'all haven't put enough around him, and look where he at. Look what's stopping him. Look what's not helping him grow because y'all haven't put anything around him. Why you think Patrick Mahomes having success? Because the organization put enough around him, weapons around him, and look where he took Kansas City. Because they put Sammy Watkins around, they put Kelsey around him, Harmon around him, Tyreek Hill around him. They got Le'Veon Bell around him, Solaire around him. You see what happens when you have to put the guys around him to help him grow.
I think there's a solid chance that Daniel Jones winds up an above-average quarterback. I wouldn't put it at 50-50, but I think there's a solid chance.
How many above-average quarterbacks have won Super Bowls?
Sure, but my point is,
that's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you sure. I asked you how many.
The Giants had 2.
Ravens won one. They won one with Dilford. Buccaneers won one with Johnson. So you can't really say that because of what they put around him. It's all about what you put around your quarterback, and he could do just enough to win your Super Bowl. The quarterbacks I just named, they put enough around him and helped them win a Super Bowl.
The Giants had Phil Simms and Eli Manning. Average, above-average quarterbacks in the regular season. Between them, they won 3 Super Bowls, and when you count in Hostetler, there's 4. So they've done it in this way in the past.
Would you not take that?
Here, it's not an issue that I would take that, but we're hoping for a lot. In other words, in none of those seasons will Daniel Jones be favored to win the Super Bowl. Maybe he does it, and if he does, you can't take that for granted. But why not look for an elite talent in the draft? Like, why?
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Hitch your wagon to an average guy?
Let me ask you this question, knucklehead. What is Aaron Rodgers to you?
Good. What?
When Aaron Rodgers won his first, they had the guys around, Driver, Jennings, Finley. He had the weapons around him to win that Super Bowl against Pittsburgh that year. Now, he's trying to get the same thing going this year, but the Packers ain't doing the same thing they did in his Super Bowl run. They haven't put enough around him, and that's why you're going to keep getting the same result. It's getting that boot out of the playoffs because that one guy that you're going to, defense is going to shift it over and key on that guy and take him away because you don't have enough around your quarterback.
Is Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers is he's a superhuman player. He's amazing.
Okay. How many Super Bowls has he won?
He's won 1.
Okay. Well, you take a superhuman player that wins 1, and you take above average guys that have won multiple Super Bowls. You understand?
No, wait. But you're reversing your own argument,
No, I'm
Keith.
not.
You're on the one hand, you're saying it depends what you put around him, right?
Yeah.
So obviously Aaron Rodgers hasn't had as much. You need less around Aaron Rodgers to win a Super Bowl than you're going to need around a lesser quarterback.
When Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl, what did you think he had around him? You think he had chopped liver? So you're telling me the dudes that he had around him couldn't play? The Donald Drivers of the world was not good?
If Aaron Rodgers had a defense right now, I think they beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
You guys
this
are
season.
unbelievable. You guys are day-to-day on these sports talk radio shows.
Wait, let me get this straight. Is your argument the following? Your argument is Aaron Rodgers needs just as much around him as Daniel Jones is going to need in order to win a Super Bowl?
No,
is that what you're saying?
What I'm telling you is players have to have guys around them. It doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, Hall of Fame-worthy quarterback. There's no question about it. But you got to have players. If you did not have players, you wouldn't be good. If Aaron Rodgers didn't have Donald Driver and all those guys when he played.
Yes. If he had none of them, he wouldn't have won a Super Bowl. Not taking anything from Aaron Rodgers or anything. He wouldn't have had anything. You have to put things around your quarterback to be able to help your team grow and take these steps for you to be a good team. Look at Buffalo. Look what they did for Allen. They got him a number one guy in Diggs. They got Beasley, Brown. They put the wide receiver around him. They surrounded him, and that's why Buffalo have took another jump, because they put some pieces around their quarterback so he could be able to grow into a good quarterback. When you don't put enough around your quarterback, he's going to be a stagnant quarterback. He's going to be this up and down type of quarterback because he don't have enough around him to grow.
And he wouldn't have won a Super Bowl. He wouldn't have won.
Yes, everyone. The NFL, more than any other sport, you need a team, of course.
So stop
but some quarterbacks need more of a team than others.
Why don't you stop complaining about Danny Dimes and he doesn't have players and he doesn't have this? Why don't you stop complaining and just let it work itself out?
If he's Danny Nichols, we'll be lucky, number one. Number two, stop complaining and work itself out. Gettleman is in year 3 of a rebuild, and I'm supposed to be happy that they're 1-7, but they're losing competitively in year 3?
Well, I didn't say Gettleman.
Ridiculous.
I didn't say Gettleman was a great general manager. That's not what I said. I just said
this is my beef. This is my beef. My beef is not with Daniel Jones. My beef isn't with Daniel Jones. I just said there's a solid chance he winds up an above-average quarterback. We agree about that. But how long? I got to wait 5 years for Gettleman to field a team that can compete with maybe, if we're lucky, an above-average quarterback, which he reached for at 6?
What if
That's my whole point,
What if Gettleman's not there in 5 years? Then you won't have to wait.
Well, that's right. If Daniel Jones continues to develop, but in fact, I thought more of him early last year than I think of him right now. I think, if anything, he's not progressing. He's regressing. It's year 2.
Yeah,
supposed to be taking a step forward this year.
I'm not ready to just give up on the poor kid just yet. Soon, not yet. Let's see where it goes.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube.